in the past year, you've had a gold medal, WNBA title. Your sneakers continue to take off. And now you have a Super Bowl commercial. Did I miss anything?
No, I don't think so.
Um, you're not. I know my California geography enough. You're not really from wine country, but it's kind of in your neck of the woods. Do you have any? I can't do the pronunciation of the wine term. Do you have any big wine friends that are giving you busting your chops over being in a beer commercial at all?
Oh, no, not at all. I'm not a big wine drinker to begin with, so I think we're safe to say that we're solid in this commercial spot.
Gotcha. You and I are roughly the same age. Just you got William Defoe in the commercial with you, who will always be like the Green Goblin to me in the Spider-Man movies. Catherine O'Hara from Home Alone. Randy Moss, who we're all thinking of during his health scare right now, obviously NFL legend. Were any of the? I don't know how big of a movie fan you are or anything, but did any meeting any of them resonate with you more than the other?
Well, Randy Moss for sure. Just like being able to be teammates with him in the spot was really fun, and obviously being able to kind of talk off camera and offset was probably kind of the best part. Was just getting to know him, what made him so special while he was playing. And I think as athletes, you kind of just geek out about being able to meet people and talk about your sports and what's helped you. And so it was really fun to be able to do that on set while we were also competing playing pickleball.
I was gonna say, who's the better pickleball player, you or Randy Moss?
He was pretty good. It took him a little while to warm up because he's a little older. So I would say I would obviously bet on myself, but I would say he surprised me. He was a lot better than I thought.
Did you have you played much pickleball outside of the commercial and everything? I don't know how it works with your contract. My friend's a baseball player. He can't like play pickup games without risk for his contract getting void. So I don't know what you're allowed to do and not allowed to do.
I have no idea. That's a good question, but I've definitely played a few times, like for fun. And I really enjoy it because I love tennis. And so I've tried it a few times, competed like just against my friends, and it's really fun. It's like enjoyable. I feel like a lot of people can pick it up and do it. And so I think that's probably why it's kind of taken off so much in the United States.
You've been in other commercials before, obviously. Was there anything different about shooting a Super Bowl commercial, or it felt you've done enough of these where it's kind of routine now?
No, it's definitely not like any other commercial. Being able to kind of be in my first one, I've watched Super Bowl every single year, and that's kind of something you're always looking forward to, is being able to watch the commercials and see who's in them, what commercials are going on, what sponsors are on TV, and being able to team up with Michelob Ultra and being able to be in my first Super Bowl commercial is going to be really exciting. I know my whole family is going to get ready to watch and kind of tune into the commercial to be able to see me. And so it was definitely really exciting. And, you don't get this experience, very often. And I definitely don't take it for granted.
Do you have any rooting interest in the game? I imagine you're like a Niners fan or maybe a Raiders fan growing up in Northern California.
No, I don't really have a horse in the race. I would say I'm just obviously know that there's a lot between the two teams, a lot of history. And so it's going to be a really exciting game. And no, I don't really care who wins, to be honest.
I feel you. You're coming at me from, I know you've been playing it Unrivaled. Out of curiosity, just how's that gone? Obviously, there's been a ton of publicity for it. You're one of the biggest names in it. Obviously, your teammate, Brianna's very involved with it. Just what's the experience been like?
Yeah, the experience has been amazing. Obviously, I think you get 36 of the top players in a league playing together in your off season, and you're able to just work together to work on whatever it is you want. Everyone has kind of a different goal and is set out to want to kind of refine their skills in different ways. And you're able to come together in one spot and compete as a team, but then individually also be able to work on your game, because it is kind of that opportunity that you get to play against the best competition. And most people don't get that in an off season. And so for me, that's been really exciting to know that I can work on my game and individually, but also go out there and compete against the best players and have fun while doing so.
Has there been any surprise for you of whether it would be something you expected to go a certain way that's either been a pleasant surprise or just something you weren't expecting that has maybe been a thing that I don't know. Do you have any kind of pleasant surprise or just something you weren't expecting to be a thing with Unrivaled that's ended up being a thing?
I think being able to see how like how well everyone gets along. Obviously, you're putting together the top players in the league, and you're all seeing each other every day. Like you're in the same spot. You're also competing against each other on the court, but then off the court, like walking to the locker rooms at halftime, like you're passing the other team. It's just a lot of things that don't happen in the W when everyone has their own cities that they play in. And here it's like all in one. And I think that was something that I wasn't really sure how it was going to go, and to be able to see how cool it's been to be able to just get to know everyone on a different level, because you're able to be in the same spot. You're lifting with the same people that you're competing, against that night. And so that's kind of been something that's, I would say, different, and I didn't expect, but it's been a really awesome kind of experience to be able to have.
I was going to say, you were drafted in 2020, so did you get to play in the Wubble? Because I feel like that'd be the closest comp to it.
I was only there for like 2 weeks, so I not really, but it's a lot different than that. I mean, you're able to have like your family, you're able to have your friends, you're not like quarantined. But yeah, I would say it's probably the closest kind of comp to that, but a lot different for sure.
Yeah. Obviously, the Chiefs in the Super Bowl are going for the three-peat. You and the Liberty would be going for the repeat. Out of curiosity, have you started to think about that at all? It seems like you girls should have all your other pieces back who are free agents.
Yeah, I mean, we're excited for sure. I think after you win one and you know what it takes, and how hard it is and how rewarding it is at the same time, you want to go for another. And so obviously that's our goal, is going out and winning another championship. And so obviously we have all the right pieces to be able to do so. And we're excited to kind of get back to work here pretty soon and try and go get another one from New York.
You and the other players have obviously praised the Liberty ownership, the size, for how they've handled everything. I know you are all getting your own practice facility at some point. I don't know how much you follow WNBA expansion, but the closest you used to probably play to home was either Vegas or LA, and now you got Portland and the Valkyries coming in. Just how do you feel about getting to play in your backyard this coming season? And also, obviously, having gone to Oregon in a couple of years, you get to. It's like both of these were based off of your home, your two homes really between that and college, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, it is really cool. Obviously, a dream to be able to play back at home. In Golden State, to know like my family's all there. I haven't played there since college, which kind of felt like a home game. So obviously very excited for that next season to be able to go back home and just play in front of a lot of my friends and family who have supported me just all through like high school and have come to a lot of the games. And then obviously the following year being able to be in Portland. I'm so excited knowing what that fan base has kind of how much they enjoy and love women's basketball, just from my time back in Eugene, and knowing that they're going to show that team a lot of love and support and continue to push the WNBA forward. And very excited for both teams to kind of come into this space and just create new fans. I think that's the most important part.
I only got one or two more for you. Just what's the most amount of tickets you've ever left for a game, and do you expect that to change given all the people in those two cities we just talked about?
I mean, around 40 to 50, probably a game.
Wow.
In New York. So, I mean, yeah, I'm assuming it'll probably be around there for the Bay Area for sure. But nothing really tops how many come out to New York, especially during like our championship run or, LA, obviously. When I play in LA, my husband's family's from here. So we get about like 60 people that come out and support. So it's fun. It's nice to kind of have a lot of areas and spots that, kind of mean a lot to you, and you're able to go play in those cities, and there's more emotion in it for sure.
Last one. I don't know what you're able to say on this or not, but talking about home, obviously the All-Star game for NBA is at the Chase Center. There's been a lot of talk of a rematch of you and Steph and maybe some other people joining in. Will we see you there? And do you know anything who might join you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if we're doing it or not, to be honest. There's kind of been a lot of moving parts. And, I think we're going to have to decide here pretty soon. And obviously there's just a lot that goes into kind of making that decision. And so we'll see kind of what comes about from that. But I'll definitely be in the Bay Area for the All-Star game with other stuff that I have to be a part of. And so regardless, you'll see me there, but I'm not sure to kind of what extent.
Awesome, Sabrina. I appreciate you taking the time with me.
Thank you.